Protesters and police outside the Weston Calgary Airport Hotel becoming a flashpoint for those rallying against anti-lockdown measures. But the more important issue goes beyond the protest. The quarantine sites set up at hotels, they aren't made public for a reason. And that raises the question of how this program will move forward. The hotel gaining attention after online reports of the location being a designated quarantine facility for air travelers needing to isolate. Those reports spreading after online posts by two different Albertans sharing their experience of family members being taken to these hotels after arriving at the Calgary International Airport with the results from a rapid antigen test, not the molecular COVID-19 test the federal government requires. This week, City News has asked the Public Health Agency of Canada whether the Weston Airport Calgary Hotel is one of the 11 locations where people are staying. In a statement, they say in order to protect the privacy and safety of travelers, locations of designated quarantine sites are not made public. So with all this attention, will they continue the program at this facility? City News has reached out to the Weston to see if they will continue providing services. We have yet to hear back. We have also asked for an updated comment from the health agency on their next steps. This afternoon, Calgary police were on site saying they were there to just keep the peace for now. This comes as further restrictions are set to be in place in just a couple of weeks to clamp down on non-essential travel. But in addition to those plans, they're hoping to use more hotels to quarantine those passengers. Reporting from the Calgary airport, Jackie Perez, City News.
Meanwhile, Premier Jason Kenney was asked about the Weston Hotel in a Facebook Live tonight. He says we need to take the fear factor behind it down a notch.
First of all, this term isolation center sounds a little bit scary. The isolation center, quote unquote, in Calgary being used by the Government of Canada is the Weston Hotel. I think it's a 3, maybe a 4-star hotel. It's a 5-minute drive from the airport. I think we should just take the fear factor down a notch. These are not what was being alleged last year by some people as internment camps or anything like this. These are hotels that have been rented by the Government of Canada to administer their quarantine program for international arrivals.
The Premier, however, is urging the federal government to be more clear about quarantine requirements.